Hi there, Teufel. Want to see something crazy? Check this out. We build. Hello, Xu. Is Zigling.org using Zine now? Not yet. The port is work in progress. But before I continue that port, I want to release and write documentation for all the changes that I made to Zine, all the new things that I implemented while porting Zigling.org. So as part of the work of porting the website, I implemented new stuff. But for now, I guess I'm the only one who knows that those things exist because we need to write docs for that stuff. And somewhat related to that, not everything is about, handcrafted docs. Some of it is also about automatically generated references, like reference documentation. And that's what I'm going to work now. What does the port currently look like? I can tell you it looks better, way better. But keep in mind, if you mean like the design of the website, that's not changed. As for the rest, it's like I don't know. It's I personally think it's better looking, but wait for it to be done, and then you can judge for yourself. Hey, hello, Reaper Green. Hello. So, we're doing something sexy today. So we are writing the code that generates reference documentation for Scripty so that people can know about the new stuff. The old one, like the old docs, the old reference is, first of all, outdated. Second of all, man, this thing is like, I don't know. I guess it's better than nothing, but I wouldn't exactly call this stuff good. So many cut corners in here. So we're doing it right this time. Like no corners cut, no weird stuff. We just do it right. So yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah, that's mainly it. So I'm gonna go make some coffee, and then we work on this bad boy. Yesterday, and maybe also the day before, I did a ton of refactoring of Scripty. Scripty is now in a dramatically better place than before, and now we are all set to make automated reference generation work well this time, and it's gonna be good. It is gonna be good. So without further ado, then let me go make some caffeinated beverage, and then I'll be right back. Have I announced everywhere? I think I did. Whoops. All right. I'm back. Let's get this party started. So, plan is make Scripty reference generation work. This is gonna be fucking good if we make it, if we can pull it off. So, I think right now our main goal should be to generate a JSON file that contains all the reference metadata. Yup. A JSON file, not a Markdown file, a JSON file. Although, to be fair, Markdown might not be a bad idea. It was a hack originally. I think you meant Ziggy. Oh, yeah. So originally, having this thing generate Markdown was a hack. But it might actually be not a bad idea. Not such a bad idea after all. Not such a bad idea after all. So the reason why I was thinking JSON would be better than Markdown is because if you make JSON, then you can also have front-end search. But I want to implement a general purpose system in Zine that allows you to export the JSON blob for front-end search, starting from Markdown. So the path Markdown to JSON, to Ziggy, well, it would actually have to be JSON for the front end since, well, you don't have a Ziggy parser in the front end, or you can get one, but you have a native JSON parser. So, So you ended up sticking with MD? Oh, about that. So, Reaper. Not exactly. I'm... the branch that I'm in right now, making changes to Zine, is called... well, this is Super HTML, so this is not interesting. This one is more interesting. The branch is called Super MD. The way it works is, let me see if we can show you an example. Probably want to put this here. So it is mostly Markdown. I haven't changed it. I haven't changed the parser, but it has the syntax for links. You can give it something that isn't a link. And if that something is a Scripty expression, then that basically can evaluate two different things. For example, this is an image. This is a video. Image, this is, you know, this is the example here. It's basically the equivalent of this, right? But video doesn't exist in Markdown. We can do that. And there's also another concept which... it's not shown here, but is the ability to give IDs to certain headings and render the Markdown section by section. So I'm a complete beginner and I don't know how to solve problems on Zig website. Can you solve one live? What type of problem are you talking about? The Zig website, I don't believe that the Zig website has exercises on it. So what type of problem are you referencing? Are you having trouble like installing Zig? That kind of stuff. Also thinking that this music is a little bit too loud. It has. Then explain. Basically, it's an extension of Markdown. Yeah. The idea is that it's Markdown, but you have scripty expressions that can go inside these blocks. The idea is it's not like completely done yet, so I definitely want to add more stuff in the future, and I'm not sure if this is exactly the full scope of what I'm going to do to Markdown, but for now, this is pretty much it. So the way it works is you do these things. You cannot inline HTML anymore. So inlining HTML is banned. That's a syntax error. If you need to inline HTML because you really have to occasionally, like you need to embed like a YouTube video that's an iframe, that's like you kind of have to copy paste the HTML code that they give you. So you basically open an HTML block and you put an equal sign in front of it. So you say equal sign HTML makes this thing be put verbatim in the output. But it's kind of like an escape hatch. The main idea is that you stop putting HTML into your Markdown because I want to eventually be able to also output PDF. So the idea is that you will have non-HTML templates, a different templating system that still uses your Markdown and that ultimately results into producing a PDF for a book, for example, or maybe curriculum vitae. That could be another example. Although I would say the main use case that I have in mind is books. So I make a Zig book and I can have my content be written in Markdown and then I can output the website. Assuming that your book has a free website, which would be the case for me, and then also a PDF version that goes for paper printing. But for that to work, Markdown needs to stop being so intertwined with HTML, and it needs to have these concepts of like an image, a video, of like these components, if you will, that then different templating systems can interpret in their own way. So, for example, if you're producing a PDF, maybe you cannot put videos in there. So a video element becomes maybe a screenshot, like a preview screenshot, and a link, for example, that kind of stuff. You could implement Pandox Markdown. I'm honestly extremely disappointed that about formats that keep extending Markdown. I don't see the reason why. Like this, to me, seems that it does 90% of the job. The only thing that's missing from what I'm doing maybe is like if you want to make like a tip box, like tips or warning, that kind of stuff. Maybe it would be beneficial to have some syntax for that. And I'm not sure that we need actually new syntax or that we can just repurpose pre-existing syntax, just make sure to mark it correctly. So I don't know. For now, I'm not sold on any of the things that keep adding syntax to Markdown. Using Common Market Plus just a little bit. I don't know. We'll see. The point is, in any case, none of these things do everything that I need. Like, do any of these things have a native concept of video? They don't, right? I need to use Scripty for that. And there's more of this kind. So, for example, let me show you another example. Not on this website, but on my port of ziglang.org. If we look at index, maybe not the Italian version, that sucks. I'm just using it as a test bench for multilingual stuff. So the homepage of Zig has these things where you see like community here. It's a block. This basically means that this heading will get an ID that I specify. It also gets an attribute section title that turns into a CSS class when you're rendering Markdown, and when you're rendering HTML, sorry. And I can do this also. You can do that with Pandox Markdown. Okay, can you do this with Pandox Markdown though? We go into the template. You remember that this thing was called community, right? Can you render only this section of the Markdown? It renders only Well, community, actually, this renders only the title, because then we have all the other parts, like decentralized. This div contains this, only this. So I'm rendering my Markdown piece by piece. Up here, I have a 2-column layout that I need to have, because I have on the front page, if you look at the front page, there's one column, and then there's a second column with a code sample, right? So this is the 2-column layout. Here I have features. In here I have, and then I have the buttons down here, and then I have the code sample here on the side. Now, and this works off of the idea that I render these features. I just render this, then introduce more stuff, and then I render the rest of the content somewhere else. Can you do that with Pandocs Markdown? I don't think you can. Codeback.org Zig links. Okay, so that's a different exercise. Pandoc is oriented to make the whole document in one file. Well, that's also what's happening here. It's just that I'm giving the layout system the ability to lay out my content as it needs, instead of only being able to put the entirety of the Markdown content in one place. You want to see what other people are doing? This is on Hacker News. I think people are absolutely mad at this point. Quarkdown. Markdown with superpowers. Let's take a look at these superpowers. I'm trying to increase size, which increases the bottom stuff, but not the rest. Versatile. Beautiful slides for your next presentation, just like this one. Powered by Reveal.js. A distinguished look. Powered by Page.js. A plain document. Page.js. Oh man, that's already pain. In just one line within your code, .doctype curly's slides, .doctype curly's page, .doctype plain. Some foundations. Quarkdown's base features allow common Mark and GitHub flavored Markdown specifications so that you'll feel at home while typing code you're comfortable typing. Diving into Quarkdown. Somebody once said, write once, run anywhere. Okay, that's Markdown. Brand new everything. Go ahead and score over Quarkdown's capabilities. Functions. Why not give functions to Markdown, right? After all, why shouldn't Markdown not have functions? So let's give functions to Markdown. Some function, argument 1, argument 2, body argument, or define your own. Function greet to from, hello.toFrom.from. Greet world from curly's Giorgio. Hello world from Giorgio. Full layout control. Why give the layout system the ability to do layout? Why not give Markdown the ability to do layout? So that you can have HTML but with extra steps. Row, alignment, center, gap 1 centimeter. Yo, what's going on here? There's the image syntax has gained extra. More blocks, please. 150 times 150, Quarkdown, image, column, cross, colon, start, text, large, variant, small caps. Why also the curlies? Another thing that I understand. Why are there curlies here? Like, what do the curlies even signify? Do you plan on creating some amount of LSP for Scripty separation mail so we can have tasty autocomplete? Yeah, for sure. Eventually, for sure. 100%. I know that I'm not being, I'm not prioritizing editor tooling because I'm comfy in my own editor that works, but I should. I'm honestly surprised that that it's so hard to get this stuff working on in Vim. So totally 1000%. I mean, it's super Markdown. By the way, new file extension .smd. Haven't done that yet, but we're getting there. Necessarily, as I said, because we need to support for we need to have support for Zig front matters, and the only way is a new file extension. But the upside is that also gives us the ability to have our own LSP. Although I haven't written a Markdown parser, and I'm using the normal Markdown parser from Trisitter. No, sorry, from the CMark one. So hopefully that's good enough. Hopefully. We'll see. Why not use Koino? Because it has a ton of dependencies. Like it depends on PCRE2. It's not fully self-contained, and so at this point, I'll just stick with for now, I'll just stick with the CMark parser. I can imagine upgrading to it at some point, but also I can see myself maybe eventually not doing Markdown precisely anymore and go for something that is close to Markdown. I don't think there's anything to gain from doing this weird shit. But I also think that Markdown has a ton of ambiguity in it that would be nice to design out of the language in a sense, which would mean that then you would have to distance yourself from Markdown specifically. But that said, I don't think there's anything to gain by going far away from Markdown. Just a matter of, oh Jesus, this thing is absurdly complicated and inefficient to parse because of these weird Markdown rules. Let's break compatibility with the spec. Fuck it. We do it in a rational way. Parser, simpler, faster. User will get feedback from the LSP if they get confused. Something along those lines. Multi-file project. What? Include sources other QMD. File data code. I have to say, I'm starting to get so confused by what these delimiters do. Like this column here is now starting to confuse me. The constructor of the class point is as follows: code Java dot read code point dot Java lines 5.8. Okay, that's a thing. Oh, straight up load CSV into your Markdown. Well, to be fair, so table syntax in Markdown kind of sucks. But also loading CSV directly into Markdown, that seems scary. And also, what do you do when you inevitably need just a hint of styling for like headings and stuff, and maybe styling columns? You know what I feel like we need? I feel like we start to need to put styling metadata in CSV, don't we? If we try to calculate the surface of a circle of radius 8, we found it's... Oh, this is actual fucking math. Dot multiply curlies dot pow curly 8 curly 2 colon curly 2 curly curly bicolon curly dot pi curly. Scripting. basic algorithm. What do you mean basic algorithm? There shouldn't be any fucking algorithm in Markdown. What is going on, man? What is going on? Document customization, layout and aesthetics, page format orientation. Intuitive error What is error handling in Markdown? What is error handling in Markdown? What? Error cannot call function sum number a number b with arguments 3 comma x expected type number of parameter b but dynamic value found. The fuck is x then? It's not even specified. Oh well. No such element right among values start center and space between space around space evenly. Oh. Enhanced base Markdown, not just functions. The Quarkdown flavor introduces new features to the standard Markdown syntax. Text formulas. I guess. Fine. That's like the least insane thing. Image size. Oh, right. This is the extra stuff. Label the image. Color preview. It's a wrap. Jesus, star. Okay. Let's go back. Woo, what a rush. Okay, so we were saying that we have our metaprogramming going better. Now we need to have docgen be better now. Scripty param. Do we even use Scripty param in here? Oh no, we expose it. We export it from context. Will you support $math? I'm not against it. I don't know yet. I will tell you that for now, the biggest problem with that is that the $sign is a bit of an overloaded symbol for me because $sign is what I use for Scripty. So I don't know. Probably, if I have to say, if I add something like this, probably will not be as a special piece of syntax. I might change my mind. So this is nothing that I'm saying is like set in stone, but probably I would first try to see if I can add a $math. So we basically will still be this same syntax that I'm using here, but instead of doing $block, $image, you do $math, and then you put stuff in $math. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so we want to have docgen do some of this stuff. How do we make this work? We need... I think that what we need for now is in Zine itself, a build command that you can give to Zine that generates the documentation. And then we think about format and data format and whatnot afterwards. So let's go do that. Let's start from... is it content? Actually, let's start from build.zig. Let's see what we have in here because we have, oh yeah, we have Scripty reference docs. And this adds a command to build Scripty reference docs. But honestly, output file path, grabs Zine, grabs docgen executable, pumps out scripty reference.md, does copy to source. I mean, okay, this is not bad. That's fine. I know that now if I go do this in Zine SSG, I think I have it wired as docgen. This should fail. Debug dash prominent compile errors f reference trace. That also doesn't hurt. Okay, and now we get compile errors from docgen, so now we can work on docgen. Okay, let's see. Okay, number one. Then this is doing globals, blah blah blah. This is the executable, right? But I think we want to start by working on the other stuff. Oh, I have docgen 1. Wait, what? And then we have docgen in context, right? So this is the new executable. Okay, so this is where I was working on stuff. So this is what we want to touch. And then we want docgen from context to see the types. Let's start by taking a look at what we have in here, because some things are not good. So let's see. Scripty param, side, page, build, assets. Assets. No. Asset, yes. Oh, although there is a... Wait, is there a .assets? No, there isn't. Dollar site, dollar... There's build, alternative. Okay, stir. Let's just call it string. Int bool date. Dynamic should be called any. Optional. Okay, and these are like the weird versions where you have one that could be optional, many that is used both for lists and periodic functions. Scripty param. So optional, many. Okay, we need to also have oh, and these are the types that can go into optional in base. Right. That's so funny. Date, any, there's also map. And map is typed also as well. You can have a map of different things. Int, bool, date, any. Maybe I should give all of them the uppercase name. Except any. Any is a keyword, not a type. In a sense. Map also. Opt, many. Okay, that works. This is much better than it was before. bool date any. Okay. From type. This is going to be interesting. And then name. Okay, this prints. This tries to print a type. Tries to give a visual representation, like optional becomes a question mark. Okay. Okay, so this is fine for now. I'm sure there's going to be problems that we'll need to fix, but for now, this is fine. Okay, let's look at docgen 1. So I was saying our reference is globals and primitives. So globals shows you what are the global variables. And it should contain, yeah, it's a list of fields of global. What's a field? A name and a type. Correct. A type is either a primitive or a struct. That is bad and not true anymore, because now a type is always a struct. Well, it's always a container. Why did I make the distinction? A primitive has name and built-ins. A struct has name, description, fields, built-ins, optional. Yeah, right. So the question is, can you navigate that thing? The idea is it something that is supposed to be navigatable? I think that this is something that other metadata should tell us. It is other metadata that tells us which is the case. So I think that every type should have a name, a description, fields that you can navigate, and we can say that if this is empty, then there are no fields for it to navigate. A list of built-ins, optional. That's interesting. You know what? Let's take it out for now. I might need to put it back, but I'm not 100% sure what that's supposed to do, so I'll take it out. Built-in. A built-in has a name, a signature, docs, and examples. Okay, that works. Yeah, this primitive shit with name, built-ins, or struct. No, you should always have. No. We don't do this anymore. So I guess we can change this to type. Yeah. Globals, and then we call these values. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, let's see. Let's see where we go, where we get now. So we set up all the printing stuff that we need. Now we need to make a reference. So how do we compile these? I think that the way it works is that we get a handle on template, which is our global type. And what do we do then? Honestly, I would even say everything, like, it's just a bunch of values. And then what I would do is just know what is the global one, what is the starting point, maybe? I'm trying to keep this simple, but yeah, I guess. Or you know what? The global one is the one at the index 0. Okay, so this is our output. This is what we are trying to make. How do we make that? We kind of need a parser-like approach. Also, you know what? I think that this guy should probably be below main. Yeah, you guys can stay above. That's fine. We're gonna need probably something like a parser. So we're gonna need something like this. And we're gonna want to parse template. And we give also value. This shadows declaration of value. Oh, fuck. Well, you know what? We know what these guys are. Okay, so we don't even need to pass in anything. Just pass in the arena. Okay. So we need a stack of types to analyze. We need a map of scene types. Let's make a map of scene types. How do we identify a type? How do we identify a type? By its fully qualified name? I'm not sure. Do we have the ability to grab the file, the type's fully qualified name? Hopefully. Yeah, let's go with string. So string hash map. And we can do, I don't know, void, just a set. Okay, so these are scene types. Then we need a stack of what? We need a stack of types, I guess, to explore. Or should it be a stack of fields? We start from the global type, which turns into a bunch of fields to explore. And I guess we can have a for loop where we iterate over each field, and then we recurse for each type, or we push. I don't think that either changes much, but although you know what the problem with all of this is? The problem with all of this is that this is all type reflection shit. Guess what? This is all stuff that needs comp time, because we cannot yeah. How the fuck do we do this? We cannot do this stuff at runtime. So how does it even work? Fuck. I feel like we're in a little bit of trouble. I feel like we're just in a tiny, itty bitty little bit of trouble. Although, wait a second. We know, maybe it doesn't even have to be recursive, because we know that every single type that you can observe is listed inside of values. Value has a case for each one of those bad boys. So that's how you discover all of them. And that's a fact. And they cannot reference anything outside of that union, because that's all they speak about. So that would turn everything into a pretty easy for loop. It wouldn't need scene types. It wouldn't need any recursion. All it would need is to, well, not forget what is the root type, I guess. That should be fine then. Okay, let's see. Okay, so for each field, and I guess we want to make a list as long as the number of fields. Maybe we don't even need that. Yeah. Okay, so for each one of these bad boys, T is going to be F dot, well, we can call this field. There's going to be other fields though. Let's not call it field. Let's call it you know what? Let's leave it as F. So F dot, what do we have in here? Is it dot type? I guess name we don't care. Alignment we don't care. Type we do care. So we care about the type, but the type can be a struct or a pointer to a struct. I believe they're all structs. I'm actually starting to be not so sure of that. Some might be unions. Struct, struct, struct. 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 Struct, but Jesus Christ. Struct. Special case. Okay. Okay. So f.type, we get the type, but we need to get a struct out of it. How do we do that? We can write in here the code to unwrap that, but I think it's probably not a bad idea to make a function for it. Oh, we could get the type info. Out of this. Nah, it's fine. If it's a pointer, we don't care about. We do care if it's one or many, though. We don't care about constantness. We don't care about volatile, alignment, outer space. We care about child and we care about size. What do we do about child and size? Because if its size is many, then it means one thing. If its size is one, then it means another thing. Let's go for okay, and then we'll deal with it when we know what to do. Else. And then this. Okay, so this should work. Okay, we get the struct type. Or we could do or else continue. And make it optional. And we don't return anything if it's not one of the ones that we like. Yeah, you know what? Maybe that's what we should do. Let's do it like this, yeah. Okay, we got a type. Oh, this is also bad that we are not using all of these fields. Fuck. Fuck. Some are gonna be. I don't know about this. No, we'll find a way. I guess. Okay. So we get the struct type. from the struct type, we want to look at fields that it might have. We want to look at its decals. And here we need to know first if this thing has fields that are navigatable or not. So we need metadata that tells us this. Let's do it. We can do it like this, like if t dot has fields. Then we look at the fields. I guess we can do... We don't know how big fields is supposed to be though. Fuck. I guess it can work anyway. In the end, we can make it a slice. Okay, so this does fields, and the body is a to-do. We need to do decals. Well, the built-ins. You know what? I'm thinking that we should probably have different functions for this. Yeah. Yeah, built-ins for T. Honestly, this should be the same. Hey, Gaypad. I don't know. That's it's a random chiptune mix number 55 at around the 15-minute mark. Hello, just started building CLI application in Go, and it's really interesting. Can you please share some tips and resources if possible? What are these questions, man? I don't know, man. Just make your CLI. what tips and resources do you want me to share? Use Google and search for. Actually, I don't even know what you should search on Google. Just make your CLI and be happy. Look at what other CLIs do. Imitate what they do. Diverge when they do things that you don't want them to do. Well, what do you don't want them to do? Diverge when they do things that you don't like. I honestly wouldn't know what to suggest other than that. Okay, so fields for given a type. Oh, that's actually the opposite. So this goes in here. Okay, I think this is all starting to take shape in a way that makes sense. And this is all going to have to be giga comp time. Like, there's no way out of this. There really is no way out of this. Okay, union values, as we were saying, we get the struct type. I guess this is analyze type. This is analyze type. This is analyze built-ins. This is analyze fields. Yeah. Although this is doing a for loop over all the values in here, this is not just analyze type. This is analyze plenty of types. The problem is that, well, we need analyze type because we're going to need to recurse on it. Wait, am I going insane about this recursive analysis? I am going insane. I shouldn't do that. There is nothing that we need to do that is recursive. Analyze values. That's what I'll call it. Okay, so these okay, so we have built-ins, we have fields. The name we also have. Name we also have. Description, that's it for now. So we can do v.star equals. Name is type name of t. Maybe we can do something better, but for now that works. Then description is t.description. Fields. Fields. Built-ins. Built-ins. Okay. Maybe we can momentarily toggle off fields. Just leave it empty for now. Let's get, because I think that getting built-ins going is going to be easier. Okay, so we want to get built-ins going. So we need to get the built-ins type. Oh, you know what? This is going to work for Super HTML. But I'm doing so many weird fucked up shenanigans in SuperMD. It's not going to work there. But also the surface space of SuperMD is so much smaller that, you know, even if we have to handcraft docs there, not the end of the world. Or, you know, I could make a script like this just tailored for what SuperMD does. Yeah, so not the end. Nothing bad is going to happen. Okay, analyze built-ins. Yeah, we're doing t.built-ins. We're grabbing the info. And then we want to look at all the decals. So for info.decals. And I think that each one of those decals we care about, so we can make an array that is as big. Okay, for each one of these bad boys, what's in a built-in? Name signature doc examples. So name is d.name, I think. Signature is d.type dot signature. Doc let's call it documentation. I think that's what we call it normally, right? Like in page. Oh, signature description examples. That's it. That's it. For now, the only thing that we have to worry about is when we encounter something that isn't like this. You know what? Let's make it optional for real. Let us return null for real, and then we do the strategy. We decide about what to do for the strategy elsewhere. So else return null. There is no struct for us, and then we decide what to do in here. Okay, let's see how far we get with this. Let's what do we print at this point? I kind of wish I could print this stuff to standard out, which is probably what I'm gonna do now. So we're not gonna use W for now. And then we're gonna just print standard out, ref. That's it. Yeah. This is not gonna be a good print, but better than nothing. Okay. Let's get to a compiling state. That's gonna take a while. I can already tell. Docgen wants to do value.builtins for. Why? Oh, also we still have the old Docgen wired, so let's go change that. Expected 0 arguments, found 1. You're right. No field name type instruct pointer. Oh, it's child. Child for maybe even child underscore type. I don't remember. In any case, info struct context template built-ins has no member named decals. You're right. For Gore type info. Let's see. No field name decals in union built-in type. Dot struct. Array literal requires address of operator to coerce to slice type. Yep. Root of start file context.template has no member description. Well, shit. Because we are expecting it here, right? You know what? Let's comment out description as well. No field name type. Instruct built-in type declaration. Oh. No type in that. Interesting. What's in there? Oh, there's just the name. Okay, so I guess we need to grab it. Decal name. So that gives us that type. Is this better? Okay, so now we're at a point where I have a bunch of places where I do .str that I now rename to string, and now the pain begins. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, also it's uppercase. Fuck. No rename refactor. In this case, it's kind of impossible because I'm using and abusing untyped literals, I believe, and so it's a mess. I don't think the ZLS knows how to solve this. I'd be wrong though. In any case, I should have done it before if that's what I wanted to do. But we can make do with some metaprogramming, I think. Sorry, not with metaprogramming, but with like editor tooling. We'll see. No field name description in doctrine1 reference.built-in. Yes. Non-field name parameters instruct signature. Wait, what? Params right. Oh. Yeah, I haven't touched these things in a long time, so they're all kinds of bit rotten. Whew. Jesus, we're not done still. Expected type the context docgen scripty events found pointer const. Oh. No feeling bool. Okay, now we went to page. Okay, so we're slowly get fixing all these things. Yeah. This is now uppercase. This is now like this. Maybe we should add a comma. Would the comma help? Not really. Oh yeah, I wrote something dumb. 127. Would adding an automatic argument checker be something interesting? Yeah, I think so. I want to do it. And I think that an automatic type checker for Scripty would need to use this data. Like it would need to use this data that I'm writing here. It wouldn't be able to work any differently. Like trying to intersect that behavior, like make that work off of Zig's stuff, that would be I thought about it, but it's like too much pain, probably not really feasible. This system has the downside that it can go out of sync with the reality, and that's annoying. Although, you can always add debug asserts and assert that things don't go out of sync at the very least. Okay, we're off to build now. Well, that was it. Well, the good news is that we're making progress pretty fast. What is the return of iterate? Fuck. The return of iterate is iterates over key value pairs of a Zig map. Do we have the concept of a slice? It's many. The return is many of any. Actually, no, it's not any. This is many of KV. Yeah. Because they do have structure. They have key and a value. Many of KV. And do we have this in doc, Jen? Okay, encounter panic comp time. Oh, fuck. Okay, I guess that panic needs to turn into a compile log or of some kind. Error to do. Constant pointer to context.optional. Yes. So optional is optional. And there's not much to say about it. You know what? For now, what if we also add support for it? Type context.optional has no members. Oh, there we go. That brings us to string. Young. Okay, we're making progress. Oh, this is going to be interesting. What does app even return? We need the concept of an iterator. We have it. To do consuate. Oh, nice. That means that we got all the way to error. Didn't you use many for iterator earlier? You are probably right. But the problem is that app is not exactly giving you a slice of something. App is giving you an iterator. Probably some of the things that I said give you many things should probably be turned into an iterator. I'm not sure. Right now, the relationship between iterators and slices, it's a bit controversial. So we'll see. We'll see. I think I might need both. Hello, egoist. Runtime value contains reference to comp time var. We put this like out here. Is this going to be fine? Global variable contains reference to comp time var. Yeah, but it's like, oh, I guess I have to copy it first. Okay, are you happier now? No, I think it's going to still complain, but now this is fine. I need to do it also here. Aha. We need FMT. We totally need FMT on this guy. I don't remember. Who has format that we can copy it from? One of the ESTs. Oh fuck! Now that the file has been overwritten, now we're in trouble now. Holy shit! Although that's a warning, that should be fine. You shouldn't be panicking on ignoring empty file. Oh, I turned it into a panic at some point. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, this is fine. I think I have it also somewhere else. Yeah, I fucking knew it. This also needs to become a print. I don't do panics. Oh, we got our output. Let's see. Jesus. Okay. Context template. Field site. This is wrong though. This is not the name of the type, it's the name of the field. Right? Or maybe I'm just doing it wrong. I'm not adding a new line. No, I think I'm not adding a new line when I should add a new line or something. Yeah, I think it's just the template has nothing in it. In any case, local code. Yeah, I think we're good. There's just a ton of stuff in there. Okay. Let's implement this shit for real then. Honestly, this FMT function, we might as well use it for real. Like instead of doing debug print any, maybe we keep doing this for now. And actually what we put in here doesn't matter. We do it also on W. Yeah, we print this stuff. We flush. We also want to print a front matter first. DocGen has this, which I'm stealing. Scripty reference, date, whatever. Draft false. So this puts the heading, and now everything else we do better. So let's see. For each value in there, we want to make a heading for it. Should it be first level heading, second level heading? Let's do second level heading. Put the name. Yeah, the problem is that these are all context.these, context.that. Would be nice if we could make them a little bit less qualified, but yeah. Okay. So we print this as a title, then a new line, then the description. Do we do anything special to the description? I don't think so. It should be fine as is. Maybe you can put 2 new lines. Okay, so then after the description, we do new line as well. And then we do the built-ins. We want to do the fields first, but for now, let's just do built-ins. So triple thingy. Function name. Example should get a code block. Yes, agreed. I want to tackle this a bit more in a structured way. Like, let's do function name, then description. And then we have examples. So we have another heading with examples. New line. Triple, well, let's do double new line. Triple backtick. Yeah, I'm thinking we should make these things multi-line strings so that I stop going insane. Yeah, this seems so much clearer to me. For now, let's do just function space. This is gonna have to be improved. So name description. And I think this should be good as a starting point. Not super good as a final outcome, but like good enough as a starting point. Okay, you know what? I think it's time to start looking at this into our server. Okay, let's see what's going on in here. Oh, wait a second. I had already a server running. Oh, fuck. Okay. So here we edit. Here we call the build. And you can go. Okay. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Yeah, honestly, keeping this stuff into format now seems completely useless since we could put this in here directly. But in any case, whatever. So in theory, we call loggen, and that should reveal this. That's nice, but some things are missing. There's an H. Oh, did someone say var? Did by any chance someone say var? I think we still have trouble. Why is this still saying var? God damn it. Oh, is Scripty ace? Oh, you know what? Scripty as HTML might not even be anything. Jesus. Okay. Relax. Examples function. We still have some problems though, because we see functions, etc. Where's there we go. Context optional context string. Context site. Okay. Oh, now I understand why things were the way they were before. The problem is that template is a type, but it doesn't show up in values because you cannot obtain a reference to the global scope. So template needs to be treated separately. So in the end, my original design with the global scope, it wasn't wrong. You need global as a list of fields. This is pretty interesting. Yeah. So you do need analyze type. How can I create an autodoc for my own project? Does it just yoink any comments above the functions? Roughly speaking, yes. It's not normal comments though. They have to be / comments. The Zig CLI has -f emit docs, which you can use if you're using something like build.exe. FME docs, but you don't have access to FME docs if you're using a build script, and normally you don't have direct access to it. And normally the way it works is that you toggle these flags on invocations to the compiler by setting things in your build script. So in your build script, you are gonna have add exe, and you can do dot I don't know, emit docs. I think. Or not. Let's take a look. Add executable takes in these options. Target optimizing libc, blah, blah, blah. Let's look at the options that we are given. Target, optimize, core model, strip, sanitize, error, use this, use that. Oh, no, now I remember. You enable the generating the docs by trying to install docs from an executable. So an executable has a function to obtain docs from it. Let's see, install headers directory, install config header, install library, install emitted include tree, add object copy, check object, set, force, depends, is, produce, blah, 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 blah. There we go. Get emitted bean, get emitted this, get emitted h, get emitted pdb, get emitted docs. So you try to get the emitted docs from an executable, and that causes docs to be built. What about the library? Can you do it if it isn't an exe? Yes, of course. Although, well, you know what? No, I'll take it back. The problem is this. Zig is extremely lazy. So a library by itself doesn't have anything that gets evaluated. So I believe that you only can get generated docs. Well, you know what? No, I doubly take it back. Right now, these current docs, as they were in the way they are now, they should work also on a library without anything particular. I believe that you should be able. So get emitted docs gives you a lazy path, and then basically you try to install that lazy path. Returns the path to the generated documentation directory. So you have to do then install directory. b.get install step .depend on install directory, something like this. But be aware that this stuff, I think, for microzig is probably going to be extremely broken, because if I remember correctly, microzig has a ton of comp time in it. I may be wrong though. You can look in the Zig reference. The syntax is simple Markdown. Okay, let's see. What have I done wrong? No field they named name in struct.1.reference. I think I have some return types that are out of whack. Analyze type cannot return a reference, but it returns a reference.type. Error, struct.1 reference has no member named values. It's probably just value. Right, this is type. Oh, god damn it, this is driving me nuts. Expected type field found type. Right, because it cannot have built-ins. It cannot have anything else, so we can do dot fields. Or you know what? Wait, let's analyze fields. God damn it. That's what we should. It turns out analyze type in the end is not useful at all. Turns out that it's not useful at all. Oh well. And then we need analyze fields. Time to implement analyze fields. So we expect every type to have has fields set. If it's set to false, then we don't do anything. If it's set to yes, then here's what we do. Type info on t.struct. Oops. Ref. Are there any discussions of adding parameterized comments similar to Doxygen where you can add comments to parameters and such? You can already add comments to parameters. Like you can already insert doc comments between one function parameter and the next. You just need vertical alignment. So no, the idea is not to add extra syntax that goes past simple markdown to comments. Because what we already have goes fairly far. Like people usually have through Doxygen, they allow you to put in a comment. Yeah. Yeah, the idea is put the comments exactly in the right place. There's also the other aspect of code samples in comments. We don't do that either. Oh yeah, there's an ad. Ooh, fields wants a type. Fuck. I guess we can do type name. Okay, yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, you put things in the right place. There's also another thing where people put like example use, like code snippets that show like examples of usage in doc comments, and like then Doxygen and similar systems grab code samples from comments and run them as tests. We don't do that either. Uh, we have a special kind of normal test that advertises that it's a usage example test. Okay, time to add has fields to everything. Oh, also, there's another thing that we need to add. So, well, this is one thing. The other one is we need to skip fields that have names that start with an underscore. Fuck, which means that this array is of the wrong size. Well, I guess we can make this as big as it needs to be, and then we grab a slice out of it. Expected type, function reference field found const. Yeah. Wait, what? Doctrine 1, line 8, expected type, doctrine reference dot field found const doctrine reference dot field. Oh, I just typed it wrong. Looks like the language reference is out of date. If I sit down and write some example stuff for it, are these the right files? But I don't have those examples. Yes, the correct file is in the Zig repository, and you have a file like has .in.html. That is the source code, I believe. Yeah, that's the one. I think I want to give descriptions to these things. Let's go at descriptions. Bad formatter framing in Scripty index.md. Oh shit, we have generated something malformed. What? Oh, we're missing a new line. Oh, that's bad. Site has no description. Yes. Wait, what does not have description? Right. I'm trying to right. I'm trying to get a description from a field. Grabbing a description from a field is not easy because you know what? Let's not do descriptions for fields now. Okay. Fine. You won. No description. No description. Maybe I'll add it in the future, but for now, I guess this is fine. I don't really like this. I think this is better. Yeah. Although, oh god. So I think that every type should know its own name, like separately, probably. Okay, we need a way of giving some documentation to these things, I think. Everything should have a name, and every type should have a name that has fields, and should have a name and other stuff. Either that, or also we need to wire in fields for other things. So we need to do that. How do we do documentation though? We need to do documentation for fields like this. Like this is absolutely unreadable. setting aside styling, it's just like it clearly needs more context. Maybe we should do, instead of has fields, we should do like field docs. That works for me, man. Field docs. And it's a struct. And just has the same name. Like this. Hmm. Yeah, like this. Fields equals. Instead of has fields, we use this. Yeah, let's go make it work. Da, 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 da. Now they should complain that there are some missing fields. It's missing page. Mm. Okay. How am I displaying this on the official website right now? Oh, I was using this. Yeah, you know what? I'll take it. I like it. I take everything back. Oh, we're missing some new lines. Oh shit, what? Ah. There we go. Oh, that's also beautiful. So as I print these field names for global, I can put a $sign in front of them. Am I also doing anything on the official website? Yeah, I'm also doing, I think, something in terms of signing. So I'm doing this, I think. Where is it? I think I'm doing this also. Yeah. Also putting a space. Not a bad idea. Oh, these are not made weird. Interesting. Nice. I like how this is going. Now we need better names for these things. Yeah, we need better symbolism. But things are going. There's also context.template. Wait, how does context.template get in here? How did it get in there? What? Why is template in here? Wait a second. I'm a fucking moron. Because it is available in values. It is available in values. Oh. That's kind of sus. Hey, Phil, hello. I think that I could, in theory, take it out and nobody would notice. Whoops. I took it out. What happens now? DocGen doesn't bat an eye. What about building the website? 164. Because nothing should be able to produce a template. Fuck, never mind. Oh, the VM does that? Fine. What does it do? Which one of the two does it do? It does the context, the const version. Okay. Then never fucking mind. Okay, so that means then actually we don't need globals as a separate thing. We don't need global after all. I want to keep it. Okay, no, you know what? At this point, then global. No, we do want global because we want to print it in a special way. So that's that. Let's turn on fields for everybody else now. I don't think I have turned on the process of creating these things. Yeah. What am I missing? Description, built-ins, fields. Fields. What is the problem? Oh, r.fields. Okay, there's something going on in the printing. Right. I haven't changed certain variable names. Context of the site. I don't see any fields. Page. I don't see any fields. I think it's because they don't have the field variable. The way it should work is we should complain if it's not present. We should demand it that it is present. And that's going to give us beautiful build errors because we need to add it to site and all the other good guys. And that's fine. So we're not doing bad. We're doing actually good. We need to implement the code that is able of rendering function signatures. Now we need also better function signatures than before. Another thing that we need to do is recognize Scripty examples and HTML examples. Some are like in a Scripty context, some are in a HTML context, and we need to distinguish between the two and put them into different types of blocks. And also maybe not expect every example to be a one-liner. Because maybe that's an assumption that you can make for Scripty, but that's not an assumption that you can make for HTML examples. There's also that. Okay, so we're in business. Some more work needs to be done, but we're not doing bad. And also, the next thing that I think we need to do is, I don't know, insert some kind of sidebar so you can navigate this stuff more easily, I believe. Maybe a search bar, some fancy shit, in some kind of fancy shit. Like, an initial way of doing search is to add a search box at the top and simply toggle off any div that doesn't match. Like, we look at the content on any div, and if it doesn't match what you're searching, we just toggle it off. That's so freaking easy to do. So yeah, I think though that it's time for me to go. It's getting late, so let me see. Yeah. Actually, let me see one sec. Okay, let's do 5 minutes. 5 minutes more and then I go. These things need to be linked also. We need to know where to send you. I guess every type needs to also have a ref, like some kind of ID. Ooh, you know also what we're missing? We are missing interlinking within a page. We need the ability to link to a specific ref. Holy shit! Let's go! Yeah. Oh, this is going to be good. That is something that is currently missing in Zine that nobody else has. The ability to link to references to like specific sections of a page, but also make that type safe or, well, checked in a sense. Like that the linking tells you if you're trying to reference a piece of content that doesn't exist in the target page. And we can totally do it. The easy version is linking to a reference within the same page, within the same content, and that should that should be easy. Would that be at the generation step? Yes, basically that would be something that you can put in your Markdown. Here we are doing something weird because we are like writing the Markdown, which then will get analyzed by Scripty. But what we can do here is something like this. We can use Markdown syntax probably around this and say, I don't have it yet, but like link dot ref, and then the ref is gonna be templated also, and it's gonna be what we currently call type name. So I'm gonna use this complex name as the like unique identifier in a sense, I guess. Or maybe we can use IDs. I don't know. Maybe we can use normal names for that. But in any case, we need better names, and then we can do this type name. We don't have link to ref, do we? Our links can be to URL, to an asset, to an asset, to a page, to a target. Yeah, we need to have the ability also of linking to a ref, I think. Although I don't know if you're going to be able to link to a ref to another page. Maybe. Maybe a ref should be a secondary thing. Huh. Hey, Matplug. Yeah, it doesn't matter. This is the weird realm where I make the rules, bitch. Yeah, I don't know. I have weird naming conventions for Scripty, but it's all weird because then it ties into an endless amount of metaprogramming where all these things turn into the thing that generates documentation for Scripty. It's all weird. I agree. I could probably rename this stuff to built-ins, but one day maybe I'll do it. Not now. Okay, direct built-in. Links, deep links to a specific section of the target, of a target page. And we can say, don't to link to well, that's it. Let's leave it as that. So this allows us then to, well, once we also implement the logic behind this is just allowing us to, this just define the setter for us. But once we implement the logic, then we can do this. We can do link ref type name, and then we'll link us to the type name, because when we print out the type names, actually, you know what? We can already do that, I think. Oh, that would be delicious. Oh man, fuck, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it on time, but so we do this, we do this, we do $block.id s, that's gonna be b dot name, actually, yeah. So this is going to give this ID to it. Then vname. Okay, let's see if I can speed run this. I don't think I can, but AST. Parser, directive, analyze script. Where is it? Run script. No, it's not run script that I care about. Or maybe I do. Fuck, I'm not doing well in my speed running, huh? Run script, set the refactoring kind block, add error range, block aside heading. Run script, calls validate, add error, HTML, rendering the directive, video, link. There we go. ID href so this prints the URL. Maybe ref could also set the URL. No, it should not. If there's a ref, okay, so we print href to link. If there's a ref, we print that, then we close. So this works. Okay, so this is not going to compile right away. Or rather, this is not going to work, I think, right away once we generate the file. This should complain that we are causing bad stuff. Oh, we're also failing. Start file, site doesn't contain fields. Okay, let's disable fields briefly for everybody else. How does it work? Here. Okay, we disable fields for everybody else. Oh, this is still fine. Now this should build. It builds, but now we get a Markdown syntax error. Oh, syntax! Yeah, no, okay. Mandatory field source is unset. That's correct. Or rather, I should make it better probably, but it's correct that now it complains about this. So we can do URL and then nothing, I believe. This should work. Do you like it now? Invalid format. Wait, son of a bitch. Oh, because it's doing validation on it. God damn it. I made it. It's too good now. It's too powerful. Are you serious, man? Come on. Oh. Well, this is not being analyzed as a... Oh, wait, what? This is not being analyzed? This is? Well, I guess there's some syntax in here that breaks some stuff. But so this works, and it links me to... Unfortunately, it links me to the wrong thing. What is it? Documentation Scripty. I wonder what the first ones are borked, but are you serious? Oh, the port also. Right. Are you able now to send me to link finally? Okay, this is trying to send me to context.build. I don't know if this is even succeeding, but at all. But oh, where did my types go? Wait, what? Oh, this is why it's not rendering anything. Where did my types go, man? Well, I guess something else got messed up in the meantime. In any case, once I make this work, we're going to be able to do deep linking. I have to go, but I'm going to continue this work tonight, and soon everything is going to be up, and everybody's going to be able